A big welcome to you, Aries. Now we have, of course, the sun still in Aquarius in the star card, and of course the moon moved into Aries, into the master card, right? I call it rather master than emperor, because the emperor implies that I am above the people and it's by blood. A master, anybody can become a master. Anybody can work on their higher consciousness to get to that place of understanding that I am here for the greater good of the whole. I'm here for the greater good in such a way that people don't even realize that you inspire them, right? You don't want to take, and an emperor is literally saying, look at me, I am the one that can rule people. We don't want to rule people. No one wants to be ruled, right? Of course, some like guidance, some like help. They need help. And so the star card, first of all, the sun, the ego, the extroverted, is in the hope, is in the looking up, is in this very beautiful consciousness, right? A consciousness that is androgynous, has no male, no female consciousness really to it, though they painted the star always like a female energy. The Hermetic Tarot, where Mr. Edward Wade and Aleister Crowley were part of, then they separated and created their own tarot deck. We're learning the mystical awareness of the zodiac signs, of the stars, of what's above, so below. What's to the right meets the left. The black meets the white, and the white meets the black. Right? There is no other way than saying, look, we need this awareness of opposite. It gives creativity, it gives character, it gives a contrast. We need this contrast. Without it, we wouldn't even, right? It would just be white. It would just be black. Then, of course, the color came in, and you can see the Earth star and the circle around. The hope circles in the other circles, this one in. And the seventh star is coming down. David Bowie said it so beautifully. We are the star people. Aleister Crowley, he made her hold the light up to herself so that she can give the light. That's when the emperor is saying, I give myself the light, so, or I lead myself so I can lead others. Yeah? So this is the external energy right now that's influencing you. Then here we have a star, simply a star, quite intricate in itself. And then one more time, a woman sitting here, right? Water and earth, always water and earth here. Of course, this planet is Uranus. This planet is giving us evolution, is giving us awakening, right? Liberation. That's what February is, when we seek this liberation. Deep down in the subconscious, we are collecting the water. When, of course, we have tasted it, we can give back to others. Right? Give back to others what has been given. She even has a complete river made out of her lower body part. Right? The star, the eighth star, the earth star. My position in yoga, the star has come down, has fallen down through the awareness of here, the hexagram. Again, what is above, so is below. The spiral in the center, I took right here from this. Then I kind of thought, okay, 7 stars up here. the Earth star in the center of the hexagram, the blue and the red, the unification again of male and female, always. The Earth down here. And then I kind of got a little bit like, okay, maybe I combine things. The Earth here, the planet, this infinite symbol of 8, right? 1 and 7. A lot of things that we can, of course, read then eventually into this card. I don't want to go too long into the star because it's about the moon in the master. The master, or the emperor, right? I call it master, or the chief, right? It's a little more sensitive. But nevertheless, the emperor, the master, he is ruled by the head. And the head literally is framed within the window because the Hebrew word for this card is he. He means window. Now, Aleister Crowley didn't like that he is a window because the Empress, the female version, right, of the Emperor, is the door. Now, the star card is opposite, right? Opposite Leo, right? And you are opposite Libra. So what happened here is Aleister Crowley called the star card Tzaddik. So he switched, right, between these two, the name. So he made this He and this Tzaddik. Now, for me personally, when I think about giving this card the Tzaddik or the Tsar or the Emperor or the ruler, it doesn't work for me. I don't know why, right? I get when you study deeper into Aleister Crowley why he changed the word, because he thinks that the Kabbalistic brotherhood was hiding something from the people. They didn't want them to be as powerful as he thinks they should be. Now, I don't think it works because the door, she is the female version, right? Is the door. We can enter a window, we can only look in and out, and that's really what it is, right? Of course, this can also just be a window that we're looking up, a moment, a window up in the heavens, the star constellations that make all these formations, right? An understanding. But it's also beautiful to think of that he's just a window and she's the door. The door we can enter, we can go into the feminine. The masculine is different. The masculine we cannot enter in. The masculine needs a frame, otherwise we get lost in all of this looking at. So the word he can be for the star card, but also for the emperor. It can be switched, right? So I just want you to understand that you could be a window or you could be a tsar, right? Tzaddik is kind of like this ruling energy, this leader. So as you can see, here you are, right? Now I did make out of you a meditation because you are deeply in the head. I could have done the headstand, but I felt, which is the king, but I rather use that for the court cards. You more than just a headstand. You are already mastering all the other positions in just simply sitting here and holding the mudra, the chin mudra, right? Conscious, higher consciousness with individual consciousness in here, in this mudra. And you can see the planet Mars behind it, the circular with the square, the 4 windows, right? The 4 frames. within the feminine and the masculine, and feminine and masculine. It's always this play between the two opposite energies, right? So this is your card that I did, and I started to draw it more like this because on your constellation we have day night in the center. So I wanted to have the mandala here as that day and night are equal in the universe, in the circle, in the square. I'm not sure yet. I need to work still on this card. Now, if you were born, of course, between March 12th to April 9th, you are the classical Queen of Wands. You are, all the queens are connected to water, but you have the wand, so water and fire. And again, it's this eternal combination between male and female, black and white, red and blue. Blue is, right, Ida, and red is Pingala. Pingala. Ida is the feminine, Pingala is the masculine, red is the sun, blue is the moon. Here again, they painted a cat. There is also more like of a tiger or like a lion. Aleister Crowley here again put a real cat, sunflower. You beginning the equal day and night, right? Beautiful here how she stands with her one leg up. You're very sexual, right? For you, sexuality is very important, is actually what drives you forward. And we can see here Kali, the destroyer of the ego, because you have a big ego. We are seeing her sitting on top of this man. Usually she has a chain of skulls, right? Saying, I destroy, I cut off your head. You are helpless in that, right? She's that very strong energy. Mars is your planet, right? You are independent, you're a fighter, you are self-conscious, right? You are direct, you love adventure. You, on your days, the fire is warmer, right? We feel it. The birds were chirping when I began the German reading before this one. Protein, we love to eat protein because with the fire we can cook them, right? There's a combination as well. And then of course we also like to eat fruits on your days, right? And the sense organs. You're very much into the sensitivity of feeling through your five senses this world. This reading is unique. This reading only gives once a year, right? The sun is only once a year in Aquarius, and the moon is only once a year while the sun is in Aquarius in your sign. Of course, the other signs are equally shifting, right? Let's say Uranus or Jupiter. Today it's all in different constellations, but I'm only looking at the sun and the moon, right? That's enough. Otherwise it gets too complicated, too much, too long, and unnecessary, right? So today, again, Aquarius, moon in Aries. So let's see what these cards want to tell you today so that you can meditate, so that you can look into it and say, okay, what is my lesson today, right? What can I work on? You can pick a negative card, you can pick a positive card, and you can literally meditate on it and say, why I have a negative, right? How can I make this negative into a positive or into a union? Or how can I look at the card that is positive and look at it and make that even more something that I want to live in this world. The first card that jumped out is the Seven of Cups, right? The water, the emotional. The 7 are connected always to success, to Cancer, right? To the Chariot. Now here you are with the 7 of Cups, right? Venus in Scorpio. So it's all about relationship. You have had a few relationships that you were able to work on, because Scorpio is the one that is searching or going deep into the relationship, loves to search, right? Loves to have the fantasy, loves to look into wishful thinking, but also can become then a complete illusion, because these feelings, these emotions, these 7 of Cups, right? It's almost like he's like, which one should I keep? Which one should I look deeper within? And always remember, 7 is the crown chakra. 7 is that star that is now coming down from the 7th. Then 8th is the earth star, right? So there is a shift in your perception and your awareness level of emotions. Make us humans vulnerable and sensitive, and you are looking at that and thinking about how you have grown, because he points to this one with the ladder here. You see that? So how can you, through your collection of emotions, grow and maybe become a better human being, maybe become more compassionate for the diversity of human race, for 7, a higher consciousness, higher awareness of such different colors of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, white, right? I would now, when I talk about it, create 7 cups in 7 different colors. And each one holds a different emotion that we hold dear onto, right? The 7 chakras are connected to 7 hormones or glands, endocrine systems, that are also giving us certain emotions and feelings. Okay, there came a whole stack out. Let's see. Yep. You. Look at you. Right? So, you, the Queen of Wands, that fiery, right, energy, is looking to the light that she holds in her hand, and one arm is up, and it's always the left is holding this beautiful light, and her right arm, right, the masculine side, is holding the wand itself. So you realize, after examining, right, these 7 cups, these 7 stages of evolution, that on the 7th we have realized that all is an illusion, because 7 is the 7th chakra, is the higher consciousness that can see this. And after 7 comes the 8th star, which is you. Oh, beautiful, right? Here you are, falling down and become the earth star, light, creativity, going for a combination with the Leo. Wow, look at this. This is usually, they say, it's the couple. But you, what I see, have united within you, the number 8, this infinite loop of masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine. You have united it within you because you went beyond the illusion, beyond the 7 is the 8. 7, 8, 9, right, in a way, but no, these two together, you uniting within you the feminine and the masculine, the matriarch and the patriarch, creating one energy. Okay, wow. So now you are walking again 7, right? And again, the 7 of Swords is Jupiter in Aquarius, which is Aquarius, right? So in this union, in this deep union within yourself, you are able to move forward mentally in the wheel of fortune that is spinning always, forever, shifting always between masculine and feminine and masculine and feminine, and inhale and exhale, moving forward to the page of Earth. And the page of Earth is a beautiful energy, is Demeter. Demeter, we have in Germany, Demeter approved food, which is more than just organic, right? Demeter means we are really living with the earth, and she is the page. This young generation, this new generation is showing us the path, is showing us the way, because that's where you're heading towards. You see, you're heading towards a new consciousness, a new earth consciousness. And look at you, you becoming here. These two go together, beautiful. You arriving at the 2 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups is like the true alchemical union between fire and water, water and fire, right? Which is what you are. This is, all the queens are connected to the element water, but you are water and fire. Water and fire within you. You have found an alchemical union. Now, of course, it could be you and a Leo are falling in love, going deeper in love. Wow, and of course, we have here Saturn in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the major arcana of the temperance, of the union, the alchemical union of the 2 of Cups, right? Here you are letting go, walking down again, because you have reached a deep alchemical transformation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. 7. 7 cards of realizing all of it is an illusion. This is an illusion as a separation between male and female. When we bring them into one, it's not an illusion anymore. This is an illusion that we, again, from 7 is this fascination of a display, a fascination of the love of abundance that we want to walk towards, which you walk towards. You mentally want to be abundant. You mentally want to be in this mandala, this financial mandala here, right? And then, of course, every love, every 2 becomes 1. And here we have 1 and 0. We need to get down again. Even a deep spiritual love will come back down to earth and say, all right, let's get to work, right? It's, you worked hard on it, but you're leaving again. You see that? You're leaving from the mountain back down, because here there is a certain pressure sometimes, or even a selfishness of holding this so like strong in your awareness, right? Oh, I have to be all the time perfect. No, you don't. So, as you can see, right, she stands here in this mandala as well on one foot. Which one? The right. And it's always the right side that captures consciousness. Because consciousness is not something that we can, again, hold, right? Even though she's holding the coin, the consciousness, or this type of awareness, when we want to mentally define it, it's this new, beautiful beginning between these two. She mentally wants to be fresh and new in this consciousness, in this stability of mind. Somehow I knew I had to look, right? So it's a Virgo. So let's put this down. So there is this Virgo. So we have 7 of Cups. Everything is an illusion unless you find within, the Virgo is saying very clearly, find within the male and the female, find within the ecstasy, find within you the true love. Holding then the hands into Namaste, you feel these energies strong. I feel them each time when I put my hands together. It's just like, wow. And of course, if I meet someone that I hold hands with, I know right away that's just like, that's it. That's the 2 of Cups. That's my soulmate, right? But first, find your soulmate within. Find your soulmate within. Because otherwise, it's just all illusion. Right? I keep them separate. I keep them in between are the other 6. And this is the Earth Star. This is the number 8, the 8th card. So you have understood, once you look at this, you have understood that these 7 chakras, right, are giving you the diversity, are giving you a ladder experience. And the ladder experience is understanding within myself, I want to find the masculine and the feminine. All kings, this is a Leo, are connected to air. He's air and fire. You are water and fire, right? So together there can be quite a beautiful alchemical energy happening. It can be that this is a relationship. It can also be that this is something that you are creating within. Right? Because he holds the wand in his right hand, and here she holds the wand in the left hand. She's not taking away anything from him. No? They're independently in their own successful energy. And when you look, there is this white line creating, again, an invisible 8. 8. Then, of course, you, in that union, realized, let me move forward, let me move. Jupiter in Aquarius, right? Something is shifting, something is changing. And it's, again, the infinite 8, right? That infinite 8 where the Earth star is coming down, where this Earth star is now here coming down, that you are the star. You are the star when you are uniting everything and you become your own mandala. It's within you, and then wherever you stand and whatever you hold in front of your heart is there for you. And then, right, you find here within this deep love, and within this deep love you also understand, I'm flying in love, I'm up here in the air, right? Because this is Venus in Cancer. Venus is relationship, is beauty, is this, right? And now we come down to Saturn in Sagittarius, which is like, this is what also a relationship can do, or a soulmate relationship can do. They can literally put an oppression onto you. This beautiful experience can also become shifted into something else. And it's saying very clearly, become within you your own soulmate. Within you, this union between male and female, right? So very, very clear. Within you, find that connection. So there are 8 cards here, and of course I wanted to take the bottom card. Is a liberation, a true liberation that you are now experiencing within this coming down of the Earth star, within this 9, right? 8, 9, then you combining it, you're becoming the number 9, and here it's again the card 20 and the 2 of Cups. Once you found or find this within, you are able to liberate. Your soul is saying, wow, finally. There's not out there a person that can make you happy. It's always within you, because all of it is just a simple illusion that this world is telling us. You need to find your soulmate, you need to find the person that makes you happy, and yes, all of that comes. But first find it within yourself, right? It will come. It is coming. It is on its way, right? It maybe is already here between you and a Leo, right? The liberation, the 2, the 20, again, the liberation here. I want just one card. Just one for maybe why the 10 of Wands is here. The 10 of Wands. And the wake-up call. The wake-up call, I connect to the 2 of Cups. There is a wake-up call. I think you're realizing more and more that you are your soulmate. You are your best friend. You are. And the more you meditate, the more you come to this conclusion. I mean, this is what's happening to me. I find within myself this place of love and beauty, and yes, it's effort. Meditation. Meditating on bringing these 2 energies together, which is what is in you, the water and the fire element, right? The two of Cups is water and fire element. So here, the work you did, you walking back down to 10, you worked hard on that. And you're walking from 10 down to 9. Right? You're walking down again from acting, from doing. You don't need to do so much. Just be the 9. Be within you, right? And it's very clear because it's this very aware moment of like, yes, I am my own soulmate love. I have realized that. Oof, I let go. And then in the letting go, just a little bit of letting go of this action. The light is not anymore outside. The light is inside you. You're walking down. And in the German reading, we also had this. Beautiful. Right? And in that, going down, you waking up. You finding a wake up. You finding a liberation of this union, a liberation. When the two come together, then you liberate, right? And what is, of course, underneath, the eternal play between the red chakra and the white chakra, the eternal spinning of Jupiter, right? Spinning of Jupiter, Aquarius in Jupiter, spinning constantly, right? The two is Venus, no. 10, no, that's Saturn. Yeah, Jupiter. Here's Jupiter, right? The spinning. The 2 is Jupiter in Capricorn. The wheel of fortune is spinning. The wheel of fortune is moving always forward, right? You found yourself here. But then again, the wheel is spinning. The wheel is changing constantly, right? Even though you once in a while earth grounded, strong, connected, and then again it's happening, and again something is shifting. It's always shifting. Nothing stays fixed unless you meditate, unless you start understanding that this is the game of life. So there is a Leo twice. Right? It could be in summer, something is happening in summer. You start really, really loving yourself. You start maybe really fall in love with the Leo. Right? Giving each other these two opposites energies, right? And of course, that's when the whole world is within you. You are realizing the world is within you. Maybe here you find a soulmate love, right? A deep soulmate love within, right? You and this Leo. A game, a play. It doesn't matter, right? Enjoy your life and see that everything has a beginning and an end. And the end becomes the beginning, and the beginning becomes the end. Everything is illusion. Nevertheless, you have understood this illusion, and you go up the ladder and you go the next round, right? The 10 is always the next round. The 10 is always that, okay, I have understood something. Now we go again. I did 1 till 9, completion, right? Always 9 is completion. 9 is completion. Within us completing 10, next round, right? And here you are. Look at that. Aries and Leos, intense, but good, very good. You can be very creative couple. Very creative. Here you are again, right? You can change the world. You can change and shift the world. Look at that. You can create whatever you want. Amazing. Amazing. Love it. Beautiful. Now, take one, focus on it, look at it, and say, all right, what do I really want? What do I want? Where do I want to go? Do I want a soulmate, or do I want first my soulmate within? Right? You can pick whatever you want out of this reading. Good. So this, again, remember, it's a specific moment in this time in your life. This will never happen again. So, or next year again, we have this moment, this constellation. So this is only happening once a year. You only get 12 readings a year from me. So thank you for watching. Namaste.